What's going on, my PT peeps and my Walking Dead family? Welcome to the PT channel. I'm One Eye Bri, also known as PT, and I'm back to talk about Fear the Walking Dead Season 5, Episode 4. Spoiler warning for Season 5, Episode 4 of Fear the Walking Dead. The Walking Dead a little bit. If you're worried about spoilers, please stop watching now. And we have a spoiler summary, potential spoilers for Season 5, Episode 4 of Fear the Walking Dead, which I believe is titled Skidmark, which is the name of the cat. Daniel's cat, Skidmark. I just wonder how and why the cat is named that. And this is from the Spoiling Dead fans. 504 Skidmark spoiler summary. Strand, Wendell, Sarah, and Charlie are after Daniel's plane. Charlie manages to infiltrate Daniel's compound, but ends up hiding in a car that Daniel is using to hunt down traps set up by his predecessor. With Daniel gone, Strand, Sarah, and Wendell think the plane is theirs for the taking. Unfortunately, Daniel took some important components from the plane with him. Daniel discovers Charlie in the car and befriends her. As much as Daniel ever befriends anybody, she helps him attempt to take out a trap. Unfortunately, the trap is sprung prematurely and walkers are released from the building. Daniel makes the decision to send Charlie back with the plane components in order to help Strand. You can see the first couple minutes on AMC's YouTube channel, and you see Charlie at the compound. She's trying to get to the plane. She gets into a car to hide because Daniel comes out. She ends up in the same vehicle that Daniel takes on his trip out of the compound. You also see in the opening minutes Daniel setting off the traps and going to different stores. He lets Skidmark, the cat, out of the carrier, and the cat is just kind of running around. But you see Charlie trying to get to the plane, and that's kind of her skill set, as she can get into places and hopefully let people in, and that's kind of what we saw her before in Season 4. But you see Strand, Sarah, and Wendell in the SWAT truck, and Wendell is all about ready to use those guns on the SWAT truck, but he doesn't fire because he would take out Charlie as well. But you can see they're at Daniel's compound. So it's kind of cool that they went back there, and I want to know what's up with the compound a little bit more. And how did it come about? Did Daniel have help? Was this Daniel's story from Season 3 to now? I want to know a little more backstory there. You can see the wound and the scar on his cheek. Also, he goes to a building with his blade, and this is the opening minutes. Daniel lets out Skidmark, and Skidmark's just running around. And you're like, okay, is that safe or not? But Daniel goes out to get more things, to collect more things. He also has this machine gun because it was used as a trap at the front door. Not this one, but one just like it. And it's at the front door. When you open it, it fires, and it's a trap from the people that would be in the building. You see Skidmark at a window, and there's walkers looking at him. And I wonder if Daniel is using the agility of the cat, so the walkers are attracted to Skidmark, and then Daniel just takes him out. You'll see that a little bit in the opening minutes. So it's pretty smart that you use an animal for it. I just hope Skidmark is okay, as it would be terrible if the walkers actually got to Skidmark. So we'll see some walkers and some traps and some things there too. I believe this is the same window that is broken that the walkers were looking at Skidmark, and we'll see some traps and some things that are a problem with these walkers this episode. But Strand gets to the plane, but he can't use the plane because of the components that Daniel took away. Very smart. I wonder if Daniel did that after the meeting with Strand to be like, he's not going to get this thing unless I want him to. Meanwhile, Daniel is going to lead the herd away using his portable stereo. Charlie returns to the compound and insists that the group should help out Daniel. They head off with the plane to meet up with Daniel and end up using the propellers of the plane to take out the herd, but now the plane's engines are ruined. So is it smart that they did that and ruined the plane? Well, most likely not, but they saved Daniel's life, so you gotta pick what to do, and I guess saving the life of someone is more important than a plane, right? Well, how are they gonna get to the rest of the group without the plane now? But the plane is ruined unless they can fix it somehow. Maybe they got another mode of transportation, or they're going to use one of Daniel's trucks or some way to get there. They're going to have to go all the way around now. They can't fly over the mountains. But I guess, how many people could you fit in that plane anyway? But it looks like the plane is gone. The walkers are going to be coming all around and coming after Daniel, and Daniel's going to have the boombox, and he's like, come on, boom, come on, follow me. Yeah. But the walkers are going after Daniel, and where is Daniel going? I think the word is that he just goes away. Where to be seen again? When to be seen again? I'm not sure, but hopefully Daniel is back around in Season 5, and he came back for more than a couple episodes. But Sarah and Wendell and Strand, I guess, go rescue Daniel, and it's good because Daniel's one of my favorite characters, but did they really have to use a SWAT truck? Again, I haven't seen the episode, I'm just sharing the summary with you, but couldn't the SWAT truck just shoot them down with all those guns and bullets that they have? I mean, they have an unlimited supply of bullets, evidently, but couldn't they have just done that? Why did they have to ruin the plane? I don't know yet, but hopefully it makes more sense in the episode. And I think here's a good shot of what actually happens with the plane and the propellers. It's on the actual back of the truck bed, so it's just turned on with the propellers and then takes them out. Now, Dylan is back at the truck stop with Luciana, Morgan, and Alicia, and Dylan sends Morgan and Alicia on a wild goose chase to a supposed camp where they might be able to find Al. Meanwhile, Dylan stays back to help Luciana get the antenna repaired and put back up. Dylan manages to get a loan and attempts to contact his siblings who are out on the road continuing to set up barriers. As they discuss what has happened, they discover someone other than the group has been removing their barriers. Just then, the siblings on the road see a black-clad soldier taking out walkers. They go silent on the radio as they hide. Dylan supposedly becomes very concerned for Max and Annie. So, are you buying that these two kids are putting up these walkers? Well, I guess we have to, right? We're going to see the black-clad soldier that is most likely the helicopter soldier. So, we're going to get a little more answers about that. But Dylan is back with Luciana at the truck stop in there too, and I guess I'll eventually read the Little Prince book because that's the book from season 4, and then we're going to see that again. But they get the antenna back up, which is good because they can reach further places, they can still communicate, because without that they can't communicate to anybody. With the antenna back up, you can open up lines of communication, so it's pretty important. Will they be able to boost the signal to reach farther and farther away? I hope so, right? Because I still think that Fear the Walking Dead is going to connect with the Rick Grimes movies. But Dylan could be an asset, he could be a good character, he could be a pain in the butt, but we'll have to see, right? And I just hope they help out the group either way, Dylan, Max, and Annie. But here is a good shot, well, kind of a zoomed out shot of the black-clad soldier, which I believe is the helicopter pilot soldier. He or she probably took the guns that were in the box, the crates from the plane that Alicia made to take with them, but hopefully we'll get more answers about this group, as I really want to know more. Morgan and Alicia eventually radio back to Luciana that there is no camp where Dylan said there was. Dylan admits he has been lying, but that his siblings really are in danger now and sends them in the direction of where they were when he last talked to them. Morgan and Alicia catch up to Max and Annie just before they are overtaken by walkers. Annie tries to explain the situation as a group of armed youths appear from the woods. Annie and Max are part of this group. They are the children of the people back at the campground who are now walkers inside the boarded up buildings. They agree to help Morgan and Alicia locate the camp where the people might be holding Al. But just then, a helicopter is heard approaching. They take cover and look up to see a helicopter overhead with the familiar 3-circle logo leaving the area. So we're getting more children soldiers. Hopefully they're going to be good and not like the kids we saw on The Walking Dead last season, but we're going to see the helicopter flying away. That's interesting. Does that mean they're gone now? I hope not, right? As that's pretty interesting to me and one of the most interesting parts of this entire series. But Morgan and Alicia are going on a wild goose chase to go around and around and around to really not find anything. And then they're going to find Annie and Max, who are kind of annoying. And especially Annie. She's like, you don't know. Okay, well, Alicia and Morgan are clearly there to help you. Can we just get past that now and go further into helping the storyline go on? But Alicia and Morgan are out to help everybody, which is kind of a weak storyline in my opinion, but that's the storyline we're getting. But we're going to see Annie and Max in a precarious situation. They're putting all these walkers out, which I don't really buy that much. Like, okay, these two kids are just having enough strength to get all these walkers lined up and cut their intestines, and that really wouldn't gross these kids out. I guess it doesn't, right? But either way, they're setting up these barriers, and why don't they just put more spike strips in the road to stop the vehicles from coming towards them? But I guess the walker barriers are these kids' ideas to set up traps and to stop people from coming in. So hopefully these kids turn out to be good for Morgan and the group. I hope so, but we'll see what happens with them. I mean, I would think the better thing is to have a camp and a big group and a big area for people to come to them instead of going out looking for everything and for people. But that's what the story is going to be. And we're going to see that Morgan and Alicia are going to see the helicopter fly away. So I really hope that the helicopter is not gone for good and it continues to grow the story of CRM. So hopefully we'll see Althea in an upcoming episode. She's not in this episode, neither is John or June. So hopefully we'll see, or Dwight. Hopefully we'll see Althea has some information about these helicopter people, as I think that's one of the most captivating things on Fear and the Walking Dead universe. So that's the spoilers, the potential spoilers. It may or may not happen that way, but I think it's a good quality information from the Spoiling Dead fans and a couple other sources. But I'm excited to watch it on Sunday. I want to know what happens to set up for the next couple episodes, because this is season 5, episode 4, and that's the halfway point of the first half of the season. You get 8 episodes and then a little break and then the back half. So hopefully this builds for something in the next couple couple episodes for the first half of season 5, but overall I'm enjoying the season and I hope it gets better and better and better. So let me know your thoughts, post your comments below, and please hit that subscribe button, become a valued member of our PT channel, Walking Dead family. And remember, with hard work, dedication, belief, and sacrifice, you can truly achieve your goals. Believe in yourself, you can do it. It's about love, support, staying positive, making memories, and as always, tell them Daryl.
Yo, we love you guys. Honestly, thank you.